Alrighty, so I'm making this quick little video. I honestly was not going to record this, but something in me was like, you probably are not the only one, and you could probably help save someone from what you went through, because I had quite the experience. I literally had to stop my detox after 48 hours, and I would not wish what I experienced on anybody. And maybe before you guys come for me in the comments, maybe it was on me. I take full accountability for that, but I'm still gonna share with y'all anyway. And I am someone who can typically push through a lot, but I could not push through this. So I was just like, create a short little video talking about what not to do. One thing, just really one thing that you should not do. And it may be common sense, but rock with me. Hey, welcome back. My name is Dr. Knox. I am a doctor of nursing practice with a curiosity and passion for all things health and wellness. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of backstory, but I wanted to say hi. If this is your first time coming across any of my content, hey, welcome. I hope that you love what you see here. And if you are returning, welcome back. A lot of subscribers came to my channel a year ago and throughout the last year of 2024, because one of my most watched videos is regarding the 14-day herbal detox that I did by Dr. Bobby Price. It currently has like 30 or 31,000 views. So a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are still going to be doing the herbal detox, especially the month of January 2025 and throughout the rest of this year. So I figured just put this out there. Somebody will benefit from it. And I also like to give that backstory because it shows that this is not my first time doing the detox. I have done it before successfully. I enjoyed the result. The only thing that I was going to do differently this time around was, last time I did not eat raw. I ate plant-based, but I didn't eat raw. I definitely had cooked meals and foods. This time I was like, you know what? I'm going to do raw. So in December, I'm already game planning, like, what am I going to do to kickstart my health this year? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the detox. And in order to prepare, I even started eating raw. And so raw vegan means nothing cooked. So I'm eating raw 3 days prior, and day one of my herbal detox, I drink my teas. And of course, I'll get that, the first taste hits my taste buds, but it felt reminiscent of what I had taken before, so I knew I could push through it. First 24 hours, I was good. I finished my tea. Second 24 hours did not go as anticipated by any means. To be honest, I think I got through the first half of the day without any issues, but the second half of the day, for about 5 or 6 hours, I was really wondering, like, what do I do if I end up in urgent care? I'm thinking worst case scenario, what do I need to do? So I'm drinking my teas. You know, the teas, for those of you who don't know, the teas do have diuretic properties, meaning that it will flush your system, cleanse your system, so you will be going to the restroom a little bit more to pee and also to do number two. And I was doing both, but like I said, I've done this before. I knew what to expect. It wasn't anything out of the ordinary. There was a point in the afternoon where I was peeing about every 20 minutes. And I was just like, I'm not able to get much done because I'm literally running to the bathroom every 20 minutes. And it's not like, oh, I just have a little trinkle. I'm peeing every 20 minutes. So that was my first time, like, oh, I don't remember experiencing this the first time around. But I'm like, you know what? Let your body do what it's doing. Then as I continued, another side effect that I experienced the first time during the detox was I was really fatigued in the beginning. This time I was like, I'm feeling really tired too, but I experienced this before, but it felt intensified. And so I'm feeling fatigued and I'm sitting on the toilet losing fluids, and I vividly remember, like, I was sitting there, I had my hands on my knees, and I just remember kind of like feeling like my head was spinning like this. And I was just like, what is going on with me? And I'm like, you need to go lay down. You need to go sit down. So I tried to sit down and rest, but I couldn't do that because I had to keep getting up to go sit on the toilet to pee. Next thing you know, my stomach starts cramping. And y'all, I've never experienced cramps like this. The cramps felt like the only thing that I can equate it to, I've given birth before. Those contractions where you're just kind of riding the wave, that's what these abdominal cramps felt like. And I was just like, I definitely don't remember this. My last experience, I would have these intense cramps in the wee hours of the morning. I would get up, run to the restroom, let my body release whatever it needed to release, and I was good the rest of the day. So I'm like, this is happening at a different time of the day. It's happening in a slower manner. Everything's not just coming out at once and then I feel good. I'm just like for hours going through this dance, and I'm suffering. For lack of better words, I am suffering. And my son, I'm having to tend to him. He is a small child. He's 5 years old. And so I'm just like, he requires supervision to a certain extent. He is wanting somebody to talk to do different things with. I got to fix food for him, all of the things. So I couldn't truly just stop everything and rest. I don't think I had finished my teas by this point. I was on my second tea and I continued to drink it because I'm just like, I'm going to finish my teas for the day. When I knew something was really off is I remember standing up from using the restroom, and I remember just like having to hold on to the wall. And I was like, girl, maybe we're not going to do the detox. So I literally was already in my head, like, we're not detoxing. If this is how it's going to be, I'm not doing it. Because I'm literally thinking of, it's afternoon time. I have to go to work the next day. I am a provider. I cannot go into work feeling loopy, feeling lightheaded, not being on top of my game. Mistakes that I make can be catastrophic. So I was already like, we're done. No more of this detox. I don't know what my body is not liking this time around, but I was just like, we're not doing it. And so I spent the rest of that evening literally in a state of, it was literally like an out of body experience. I felt like my mind was floating outside of my body, and that is not a good thing to feel. So yeah, I ended up going to sleep. The next day I woke up, I felt better. So I was like, girl, and I did make my teas for the next day. I did make my teas for the next day because I was like, towards the end of the night, I was like, look, maybe your body was getting rid of something. I don't know. There were so many different things going through my mind. I still made my teas, and I told myself, if you wake up the next day and you feel better, drink the teas again. So I made my teas at night, went to bed. I woke up and I felt fine. I felt completely normal. I took my tea in the car with me, and I remember before I got out of my car to go into work, I was just like, is it wise to drink this? Can I afford for that to happen to me again? 2 days consecutively? A part of me was like, girl, you got it. Like mentally, I'm like, be tough. You feel better now, let your body cleanse itself, let your body detox. But y'all, I was really so shook the night before that I was just like, and I'm running it through, talking about the experience with my best friend. And she's like, you were fatigued last time. But I was like, the abdominal cramping, the lightheadedness, I don't remember any of that. And even if I didn't have it that time and I had it this time, I can't function in that state. And I don't have the leisure or the availability or the flexibility to be able to just rest. I do think that sometimes when people detox, you need some time to just like let your body acclimate for 2 to 3 days. I didn't have that bandwidth. So I was just like, I really have to take this into consideration. Then, my mind's running through all of these different things. And I'm just like, maybe the teas are expired. So I'm like looking at the bags. I told myself, you're not drinking the tea until we get some answers. So I come home, I'm looking at the bags. There's no expiration date. I'm looking on the website. Nothing about expiration of the items. Clearly on the bag, it says 14-day detox. So maybe you're only supposed to use it for 14 days. I still had some left over. And in December, I went to go visit my best friend who lives on another coast. And she, if you guys remember from my video last time, did not complete her detox because she was having some really crazy symptoms, primarily with her skin. So she stopped. She was like, I'm not doing this. So I was like, girl, don't throw that out. Keep it. Next time I see you, like, I'll take it and I'll use it. So I had her and my old detox teas. I didn't think anything of it because they're dried herbs. And I am someone who drinks loose leaf herbal tea regularly. And there are teas that I've had for over a year. It's dried. So for me, the shelf life is longer. But something told me, you know what? Maybe these do have a shelf life, and maybe that's why you're having such stronger symptoms. So I sent an email out to Dr. Bobby Price's team through his website, and they responded back to me. And what did they say to me? They told me that the shelf life is 1 year. Now, the teas literally were exactly a year old because I was doing it I did the herbal detox in January, and it is now January. So literally a year. I don't know if that's what caused my symptoms to be so severe, but the one thing that you should not do, I wouldn't even recommend you keeping your teas more than 6 months. It's a 14-day detox. I was using the right amounts, but I still had some tea left over. Use that leftover tea within 6 months, please. Please. I can't say it with certainty. There's no scientific study that I did. Don't do what I did. Don't use your leftover teas a year plus later. Now, I will say this. If someone out there has used their teas over a year later and didn't have that experience, drop a comment down below. Let the people know, because this is just me. But if someone had a different experience, I would love to hear that below. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. Okay? I hope this helps somebody out there. Like I said, super short, quick video. It could be my fault. It could be that it was past the expiration date, the shelf life, but don't do it. Your body will not like you, and you will regret doing it. So if you are interested in health and wellness content, feel free to click the thumbs up button, like this video. Don't forget also to subscribe here to my channel. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so excited about that. You guys really have helped me form a nice little community here. I love conversing with you guys in the comments. So if you haven't checked out my first detox experience that went smoothly for the most part, and that I was able to successfully complete, I will link it below in the description box so you can watch that about what to do. It goes into a lot more details, things that I bought to help the process go smoother. So if you want more details on how I successfully completed the detox last year, I will link that down in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.